Hello again, Skill Incarnate with another episode of Project Zomboid. When we left, had just barely made it to the cinema, and that is where we are now. At the moment, I am just plundering some food, keep me going, looking for somewhere where we can have a rest. So the cinema, when I first played this map, excellent, that's a good sleeping spot. I discounted it because simply it was too far away from the rest of the town. It didn't make sense to establish myself down here. The reality though, with a high zombie spawn, it's kind of changed the dynamics of the game for me a bit. This pretty much, due to the fence, is the only area I've found in the whole town that's not overrun. So basically, it's a necessity. I'm going to have to live here. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's going to be pretty easy to fortify. And I think from memory, it has a nice rooftop area. If I can find an empty bag, then I can farm. Looks like there's zombies going that way. So the good thing about this area is just simply that it's walled in, and that's really going to make a big difference for me. As far as defences go, it's a necessity that I have some means of keeping the zombies out. Just the sheer numbers of them would overwhelm me. This is maybe one of the few maps where I actually am able to and there you go. I thought there was no way of getting in, and I went and smashed that door for no reason at all. That's a shame. So as far as defensibility goes, I just stuffed myself by smashing the door down. But still, this will be a pretty decent base. There's plenty of storage downstairs here. Upstairs, I mean, that's perfect. That's going to be my farm. We should have some storage in here, I believe. I can't see anything, so I'm not going to run around in the dark. I'm just scouting the area. So whenever you find a new area to sleep in, you've always got to kind of look around and make sure that there's no zombies just wandering just within view. Before I go to sleep, I'm actually going to find the fridge and put the few non-perishable food items I plucked. I didn't actually grab a whole lot. These aren't refrigerated. So that's going to be a problem. I don't have refrigeration. So getting perishable food is going to be pointless. But on the upside, I have a ready-made farm here. I just need to get some dirt onto that. I've already got a spade. Get some dirt. And then I'm set. So I'm going to, for now, there's a zombie there. I don't want to waste my axe. So I need to get some sleep, and then in the morning I'm going to start building this base up. This is going to be my home. There's a lot of ready-made stuff here, a lot of shelves, which is good. If I can find a saw, I'll be laughing. If I can't, I know where I can get one nearby. Gonna chuck the non-essentials here. Katana, while it's a really good thing to have, I kind of keep it if the crap hits the fan and I need to defend my base in a pinch. I'm going to rely mainly on my knives, garbage bags, seeds. See, I've got most of the essentials that I need. I've already got. Now I'm keeping the knife, the broken knife, because I can melt it down later on. Mouse trap I don't need right now. Ripped sheets I don't need right now. I've picked up 2 trowels by accident. I'll leave the trowel here. I can't really do much with it. Always keep a machete on you. Don't need shells because I don't have my shotgun anymore, because it's very sad to leave that behind. My axe. Check my hammer back. Now unfortunately that's going to make me sad. Moods in Project Zomboid can be a pain in the ass. What I need to do is get that door replaced. Otherwise any zombie can just walk upstairs and kill me. But before I do that even, I need to get some, I need to get a saw. This is a hardware store. So hopefully, I should find a saw in here. The saw has several functions, for those who haven't played this game before. It allows you to one-make planks, which are one of the most useful, most used items in the game. The planks can also be turned into sturdy sticks, which can be used in several items that you build. And one thing that people don't use them for is the wooden stakes, which is an item introduced by the Project Zomboid, by the Hydrocraft mod, and lets you basically build a weaker version of a knife. And a lot of people would wonder what the usefulness of an item like that is. Excellent. Medium Alice pack. That is the second biggest bag in the game, after the dog. If you can get the pack dog, you can turn him into a very large pack. So yeah, you can turn him into that wooden stake, and with weapons in this game being limited, meaning in the base game you pretty much only get access to knives, which you find in kitchens. There's not even combat knives or anything like that. Oh, excellent. Tent kit. That's going to help us, because that means I can set that up in a room, so I'm not going to be sleeping out in the open. I've got a trail already. I can set that tent up in a room that's more defendable. Spade. I've got that. Brown paint. We haven't found a saw yet, unfortunately. And that's really what I need right now. Curing salt. That'll let us preserve meat. And later in the game, when I actually have the mine up and running, I'll be able to refill that bag and preserve as much as I want. Checking these now. This is actually a pretty good area to be in if you want. If we can find the saw And if by chance there's an actual auger here, I'll pretty much be set. There's a pile of red bricks. If I can find a dog whistle, then I'm set, basically. Pile of logs. That'll let us. If we can find the saw, I'll basically make a set of wooden stakes, and with that many logs, I'll be able to make quite a few, enough to kill a few hundred zombies at least. Because at the moment, eventually my knives are going to run out. It's just a sad fact. Nothing yet. It's always finding the saw. It's either the saw or the auger. It's always really hard to find. Nothing yet. Still searching. As I search this, I'm making a mental note, or trying to, of the items that I'll need later on. There's actually quite a lot of useful stuff in here that's needed for long-term survival, like past the first month. Shears, that'll be handy if I can get some sheep. Lumber, again. This will all be really useful if I can get a saw. If I can't, I'm going to be in a bit of trouble because I'm going to have to try and go north again, and I don't really relish the thought of having to fight through that many zombies to get to the saw. There's quite a few zombies in here. At least when it comes to later in the game, I'm going to have all the long-term survival stuff I need. It's just a matter of whether I can get my hands on a saw. That's what's really going to determine whether I can stay here. Whether I have to go north again. I'm getting the feeling I'm going to have to go north. Lots of weapons. Can hear the zombies beating on the door. Box cutter. Box cutters make a nice knife in a pinch. Pallet of bricks. That'll be handy. I don't know if it's just me, but I found the spawn chance for saws is very low. I've been looking for. I just basically cleaned out an entire saw, an entire store, and not found one saw. I know it's a zombie apocalypse, but I'm pretty sure everybody's got at least one saw in their garage. This is someone trolling and I don't really need to kill these guys, but it would be nice to clean this place out as a secondary base in case my one gets overrun. Also, I'm pretty sure there's a secondary. Yes, there is. Alright, so we're going to quickly have a look out here. Yep, no one's going to interrupt us. Cross our fingers for a saw. This truly is the rarest item in the game. Second rarest, followed after the auger. This is brutal finding a saw. There's some nails, we'll need those. I feel I'm gonna have to go north. In the quarantine zone, there's a hardware store, but there's no way I would have made it there on the first day. I'd be dead for sure trying that. Cut logs again. We've got plenty of wood. We just need a means of cutting it up. Nothing. I'd love to get people's thoughts on whether they think the saw is the rarest item in the game. For me, I've found that it goes the auger and then the saw. And then for me, it's after the saw, it's usually dog whistles. And it's only that sometimes you can go a whole game without finding a dog whistle. I've literally gone through a whole game and there's not been a single dog whistle, and I didn't even know that what dog whistles did because they were so rare until someone told me about getting livestock and all the other stuff. You can see we've looked through all of this and we haven't found a single dog whistle. Nothing. So we've pretty much searched the entire area and not found a single saw. We found plenty of metal saws, but for some reason metal saws don't seem to do the same job. Check these crates, and then if that doesn't work, unfortunately my only choice is to go north. Back into the lion's den, so to speak. Climbing pack, take that. I'll replace that later. It's better than my current backpack. It's 2075, 2482. Take that back. That one's better. Nothing. Ammunition. Again, its usefulness is questionable. Well, my aiming skills at nothing. Could dump a whole magazine into a zombie and not hit him. So, there's no saws in this whole warehouse, which is somewhat of a problem for us. There's another warehouse down here that I might have some more luck in. Alright, no luck yet. We'll continue our searches in the next video. Hopefully have some more luck. Skill Incarnate signing out. If you like this video, sub and I will continue the series. Bye.